episode for high GC news. We were Obibia Aquaba, Ahadie, latest and hot news. Enqua, Aremeyaw Bremo. And we so you subscribe to channel area, Bomodia say over subscribe. Say Hadie, latest hot. Aremeyaw bro. The over hand say over click a the subscribe button. Now our barely notification. Where the video for Frubia be uploaded. When the first person I would say Ebeka a video. Afi we are now like video and give us a thumbs up. Now fi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo hu ensemo a ekoso e wo Ghana memo hano. Afi ye hwe ye ensemo ababeto yep no so yenti ye sa report ya ababeto dwa yenti sa report yi.
Otumfuo say to akasa afa asama esi oboase ho no. Nipa enso a omo ye na de hia omo te obo asante asase so ya bom tuo sojafo. Otumfuo said to Ekasa afa asem no hono say change of government shouldn't give people the opportunity to misbehave. Asante Hine condemns Obuasi incident. Otumfuo said to Kasa or say abansi saba kyerɛ sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɛma nipa bi ho akwanya ɛmɔmudi di nsɛm hunu wɔ Ghana. Na Otumfuo said to Ekasa afa nipa enso a Sojafo a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo bɔ Ghana ho ban a obiambo obutuo abɔ Ghana fo enso tuo wana asase so ɔse sɛ aban sisaba mema nipa bi mfa tumi nhyɛ ɔmo nsɛm ɛndi nsɛm hunu. And I'll say this, I'm very disappointed in the statement from Otumfuo. I am very disappointed. I am very, very disappointed. Because one, Obian Walker said this action by the military or the men who went there, it was because of change in government. There's been no official statement from anywhere. Say abansi san yenti and amrantie no eko say omoko Anglo-Good Ashanti site. So far until Otumfuo gives me proof. So for Otumfuo to politicize this matter, I am very disappointed in Menshia. Because say asem say abano, it is not because of power that changed. It is an issue esia nipa bi ekunipa sebio nipa nso ebo mutui and come ya desho mu free menhia. I don't think say sebio nka menhia beka asem okan no e the politics abefrafra. I don't think say emrante no omukọ o say omukọ akobie Anglo-Good Ashanti net no they were wearing NDC or MPP colors. These are young men who live in Obuasi. It is for Otumfuo to attribute this to a change of government. And then I believe, say, with all due respect, Otumfuo said to Ankasaye, there's some kind of hypocrisy in Otumfuo said to statement. Because if you want to look at the case critically or look at the issue critically, the issue here is why NMI instructions Aremeyaw kun eye emrantiano. Boni ben amrantian here ya soldier for end to me and use other means to stop them. The only thing they had to do was to shoot them. These are questions, basic questions everyone will be asking. Now, if Otumfuo said to two, catch say they see Obuasi Aremeyaw kun nipa nso no a change of government in the then in 2020, your boy nipa tuo techima no identity Otumfuo ankasa. Say a change of government about 2 months and a boy nipa tuo for about 4 years. Otumfuo said to never spoke on Techiman South killings. Asante Bemu yetna Asante Bemu ebo nipa nso tuo. Otumfuo did not see the need to speak on it, even though it was a different matter. But a war asem na yeka. Why is Otumfuo so eager to jump the gun to tell us say what happened? It was because of change of government. It wasn't. This is not the first time an incident like this has happened in Obuasi. So far, we are all waiting for the investigative report. So for Otumfuo to just conclude this matter, to create an impression in the heads of people, say, this is politics, then I think Otumfuo got it wrong. And we have to say it in his face. Because unim, say, nipebi ebe she tumiechi, no more the dim kwasi asem, et se soja fona, omo she tumiechi, Anglo-Good Ashanti MD no ehai omo disa imbransem. Because what in the first place, why are soldiers guarding a private property? Why? We are paying these soldiers with the taxpayers' money to stay and protect Ghana. Why are they guarding private property? That's the first question we need to be asking. And I'm deeply disappointed in this statement. This should not be political. This should be straight questioning of authority and how they deliberately murdered people. We need to move away from these things. And sometimes we'll be trying to Kevin or Otumfuo. I don't hate Otumfuo. Bibia niwa Otumfuo wa mi menyebi. Otumfuo is going to be rich till he dies. Otumfuo is going to be royal till he dies. The Otumfuo enya abrabum enya dia menyebi. So why should I hate him? But I have the right to criticize the utterances of Otumfuo when I believe it's not right. That is what I do. And it does not mean when I criticize Otumfuo's statement, it makes me disrespect him. No. I need to criticize Otumfuo for him to know I respect him. That is why I'm criticizing him. And not to Otumfuo Krampono, Sebio, or Tnasia, or what Sebio, I am forming Netna, Edgini, and Samho. So it is very good we also analyze the statements from Otumfuo because Otumfuo Samemo do. This is not about change of government. Unless Otumfuo knows, say it was purely change of government, politician being a cast of Bunkoho, and I say our evidence. Until somebody proves that to me. Because you cannot tell me NDC ko Obuase, MPP ko Obuase, Kweku Obuase West MP, Kweku Annan, Ojina Obuase Anglo Gold, the Anglo Gold Ashanti campaign from 2016. Your boni patwo. Last 2 years, your boni pabe and what you Obuase. Why didn't we say it's because the government in power, the way they are doing things, we didn't say anything. And I can show you videos. I was here, I spoke on it. It's because of change in power. No, I disagree with that statement. And that statement is a statement protecting criminals who killed Ghanaians. The statement from Otumfuo protecting soldier for Akromfowi, protecting Anglo Gold Ashanti MD, who is supposed to take responsibility for his actions. We are not supposed to use power to protect crime. With all due respect, Otumfuo said to Abrochire na unyini te semia. Sebio, ye nyina yako di pa. Inti we sure say Abrochire na some we see ye. And an oil company. And a amanfo bi a encroach oil company and a gold mining company. So Canada, what's na and UK. Na se omo encroach na se ya bomu tua. Ojin say people are going to sit there and let those security people walk away and the MD of the company walk away. You have traveled more than have traveled. You have seen things more than have seen. You have experienced that me. Why are we not applying the same thing here? Mumi Njai. This is not politics. This is somebody deliberately murdering Ghanaians. And we expect Ahemfo to lead the charge to make sure say a man for enshishe soja atadie enshishe position echi enku Ghana for. I will never justify the actions of these young men who went to encroach and as omoko cross the AGA4 line. I will never support them. But I'll also not allow people to murder unarmed Ghanaians. Never. Because soja ni biye we bo two. It is almost like say and the Ghana military, the only option they have, say a man phobia, they need to shoot there. They don't deserve to be in those uniforms. Last week, Asemi si Ghana and me obuasi ni akora minyini obuasi. I know every corner in Obuasi. It is sometimes I call myself say, yes, Mr. Get it for me. I know myself say, you're from me from galamsey boy. Because I grew up in Obuasi and I'm not shy. I'm very happy to grow up in Obuasi. It's part of the reason why I unhume say me near ding. And you don't just see Obuasi near Kora and say the near bre. Obi on Obuasi near Dilibia nim so Obuasi near Kora ne na form ne nyamresa. It does not matter the whom you come from. Ohieni bo sikeni bo Obuasi near Kora is not timid and not any normal. Oya Obuasi near Kora now you're timid as wa bodam ye ntiase. Ye ne Obuasi krampo ye du benya problem. And I'm very proud to say, Minyino Obuasi. My basic education, Minyano Obuasi. I've also always said, Midi Obuasi there. If I have to speak for Obuasi, I'll do it. And if I have to criticize Obuasi, anytime any opportunity be me, yeah. And when you know me to be the Mabuasi for. Yes, because Omudin Kwasiasema, me catch Romo Mudin Kwasiasem. And yeah, because me free Obuasi, I'm enough for Obuasi, and I say, me nimini pebu Obuasi, se Obuasi for Jimia. I should not talk about it. I will talk about it. Now, last week, all over social media and on radio, traditional radio, TV, there was one topic that was going around in Ghana. And that topic was that Yekum eye Nipa 7 ewo boase. So we study my platforms, enemy team. we decided to stay away from that conversation. We wanted to hear other opinions. We wanted to know, let's say, Amanfo making legitimate claims about the incidents they see Obuasi Yebo Nipa Enson Etuo Obuasi. Now, the question is, my question to them is, say, where are they now? Does the conversation end there? Because you could see, say, omo TikTok, omo radio so, TV so, na omo ye dede nyina omo directing Obuasi, the killing of 7 people, no? They were all directing it to Captain Smart. The question is, were they seeking justice for the people of Mokumo Obuasi? And I say, it was out of pain. Say, and I want to say that I'm not holding brief for Captain Smart. Matanami show so I've told him my peace of mind so many times. I'm not going to use my platform to defend anybody. But my issue here is, sa assembly si Obuasi no. Mwana mo kasa na muye dede no. Was it about seeking justice for the people who were killed or murdered, or it was because some of you people thought to say it was the right opportunity to go after Captain Smart? Because for some reason, as someone ankasana is see na ya boni pansun tuo no against their will no. Ya Ghana military e kuomo close range no. As someone ankasana no, it looks like say majority of people who started this conversation and blaming Captain Smart say some utterances that he made and it causes our problem no. The lives of the people nankasana here no. The justice we are seeking for the people no. They don't care about it again. It looked like say it was an agenda to nail Captain Smart because of a mistake he made. I would say a mistake because none of the people who were sitting on TV from who journalists for any so-called Ananta bloggers near the Adeno. Obian to me can't say on social media encore against the ethics of social media no journalism and as a radio no artisanal. The journalists who were criticizing Captain Smart, criticizing everything, no, nobody can tell me say the ethics of the yejuma ye no, sa ejuma we no obia embu ethics no so da. And this obibu ethics no so 5 years ago. When something happens today, we need to go bring that 5 years one to judge the person today. I understand it's fine. And we have to do that because we need to check the system. And Captain Smart, some mistake no, you know, he needs to be spoken to. It's a fact. He needs to be corrected. People need to let him know that your job, no, you are not even supposed to do this. I get it. But the question here is, those people who were making so much noise, you know, was it about the people who were killed, seeking justice for them, or it was about some kind of agenda or a pain against Captain Smart? Because it is looking like, say, majority of the people who were speaking and bringing Captain Smart into that matter, Obuasi killings, you know, they sound like they are pained. They are pained because Captain Smart ye juma too much my NDC about power. It is a yenya Captain Smart there. Let's nail him. I'm asking you, was all those commentaries for justice to prevail or a personal vendetta or agenda against Captain Smart's career? I will not sit on my platform and defend Captain Smart for his actions. I'm not going to do it. But I'm also asking the motive behind some of the people who were sitting on radio, the so-called from journalists in and out of want to say, was the main thing about the seeking justice for the people, or it was about trying to get at Captain Smart because Makume Muno, Yase MPP lose elections, and we know for a fact that Captain Smart, the journalism work, you know, he played some role for the NDC to win elections. It's a fact. I won't take it away from him. Inti ayesa attacks no na yawa amudi lose election na amudi can some na and I say looking at Asamono clearly, you know, and making sure say you didn't know kura atu baby I was said that because Aremeyaw say your body pan soon too. Na the pan soon na ya bo mutuo ya yesi omono. Nobody is making that a priority. Rather, everybody thinks say, or some people think say, when they go after a journalist, that will solve the problem. Mibusau, Where did that conversation go? And I did Captain Smart at we are not soldier for no boss at no or some form who Diana, because we are talking about military men who are supposed to know, who are supposed to act right under pressure. We are talking about military men who should know what to do at what time. This is not the first time Nipebi ako tran kantan every ako AG for territory mu. This is not the first time. Mimi nyini Boase. I've seen this over 1,000 times. Till date, Sani Panswa bo mutuo Ghana military for bo mutuo no. We have not heard the Ghana military say Obuasini akwala ana small scale miner be ebo soja ni bi tuo. So we are asking, what at all did these guys do for the soldiers to waste 7 lives? What did they do? Why is that not our priority? Other than we are not seeking answers. Why are we not seeking justice for these people? But it looked like, sir, majority of the people are not multi radio, social media, LDD Captain Smart. The whole thing was the pain almost suffers still from the defeat of the NPP. And that is what I am seeing. That is what I am seeing. We need to be asking questions. Who gave the instructions for these military men to open fire on innocent Ghanaians? I say innocent because they were not yielding guns. These were Ghanaians who did not fire to kill a military officer. You and I, we have not been trained to be able to stand pressure. We have not been trained to know, say, we have not been trained to know, say, this danger needs to be dealt with this way. The Ghana military men, they have been trained. Now the question here is, small scale miner bang and a key to a boss soja ni tua, and what's a soja ni a bie a yedi a tuo a guniso. Yet I want to my soja ni bian can't just a boss soja ni bia two. Into the question is, when a massa or dano? Why in a year call? Because from what I know, from a year witnesses who were there, the military men who came, they actually made a call. And when they made the call, that was when they started firing. We are talking about people who are before you not less than a mile. People who are about 200 meters away from you. If even they are holding machete, and I said they are holding knives, you are a military officer. It's the bema soja ni atwituo abo nipa 7 tuo pay abra soja ni tumi kan chem say nipa no mugina no ba ko tutuo bo soja ni bi ema soja ni bi 9 eto kan 9. Why are we not asking those questions? And you see, my member video bin tremo. There was a young man who was there. And mameka bin tremo. Soja for no bo tuo no. They are the same military officers, sir. Time ana ye to abano. Omo yes, omo be police station bi oboase a the oboase young men stop you omo na omo yes omo bebu omo no. They were the same military officers are omo boss at this soldier for we na election 2024 ya omo yes ade we oboase east. These are the same military officers omo oboase. The question is, why are military officers guarding private property? Anglo Gold Ashanti as a company, don't they have their own security? Why are the military there? These military men there, they are guarding galamsey site and guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites. Why are military officers guarding private properties? Is that their job? Time and Amisa, Anglo Gold Ashanti had their own security. AGC security, no much green. So why is this at this point? Anglo Gold Ashanti, a big company like Anglo Gold Ashanti, they don't even have a security. Why should the military be guarding Anglo Gold Ashanti sites? Why? And why is the CEO, the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, why is he quiet on this matter? Because he was part of the people who gave the instructions for these men to be shot. Why hasn't he resigned? Argentina, the guy is still at post. Why are we not questioning these people who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? We want answers. We want to seek justice. We want the people why in the commander that night who gave the instructions for the military to shoot? Military officer the people who went to the site. Why is the AGA boss, the MD, still at post? Why are we allowing this nonsense to happen in Ghana? And we sit in Ghana. Nobody wants to talk about the most important thing because the agenda is that Captain Smart Aye campaign abwa ema NDC about power because that MPP need Jiminti. Yen destroy Captain Smart. I'm not holding brief for him. If he has made the mistake, it's his own problem. But the issue here is you going after Captain Smart worth more than the lives that we lost in Obuasi. Captain Smart now going at Tebono. And people need to account. People need to give us answers. It is a party losing. Say, oh, yaw. Say, Captain Smart, I need you maybe, and I'll quit your party now. That's obi actually am meda Ghana for 7. You have to make it an agenda. Say, dear, into better cham says, our boys now on social media. Girls are on the radio, soon social media, Ekasano. Say, come mame, and now papa can omo your bobu to noa, and come back Jaisa, omo unasa waka Captain Smart asem. No. Their focus will be on the military officer who pulled the trigger. Their focus will be on the AGAMD who oversaw the killing or murdering of these Ghanaians because AG and rente some military for we. So the MD should take responsibility for these killings. This is not just this is pure murder. Now, would you say that anchor MD of AG and got out of position? No. Who hired the military? Who hired those military men? Is the AG MD. So why is he still in office? Why are we not saying that guy should step down? Why are we not protesting? Why are we not making sure the people who rather killed are being questioned? And then I change the conversation because a yaw will be muyemu. Because people are still paying this MPP free power. Because some people feel say journalists phobia ekasaye etia bone inti ende de yenya omo yenti omuti uti omuti nipa nso na eku omo no omo nya nipa. That is my problem in this whole thing. Inti abaye no, I didn't say anything. I was just listening. And you get some people speaking a lot. And I was watching them. Some of them 90% are ignorant. They are speaking because Osiname Obisa me Fribuase, Obisa me Asantini, Obisa ye the MPP4. The issue is so were you going to leave that one to go and say Captain Smart can summon Mbrebi? You are going to be asking questions. You'll be even asking for compensation. Mo amu Fribuase na Bugina TV so and the social media for no knowledge no so wunyam bema no ana mombana ma wo mogu dem nanka omugu on nke bo ba kutua anka ba begina be ka say in same you be kind of 3 months you will be asking questions adena sojani no e boss atuo no na unyani kutatuo unyani ku sojani. Let's stop this foolishness. We want answers. The Anglo-God Ashanti MD is responsible for this murder. The soldiers who went there to kill them were instructed by somebody to shoot. People are supposed to give us answers. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, Mr. S, get me the guy's picture. We cannot make this go just like that. We cannot just sit there and say, oh, you're attacking Captain Smart into problem. We can't do that. We are going to make sure the right thing is done. And if the AGAMD is going to be fired because Anglo-God Ashanti is a private company, they cannot come to Ghana and murder 7 people and walk. We will let the international community know that Anglo-God Ashanti murdered 7 people. Yes. Because it's a company that is supposed to have its own security. I don't even know why the Ghana military is guarding a private facility. Why is Anglo-God Ashanti hiring military to guard their facility? They have the right to put together their own private security. Why are they doing that? Somebody should give us answers. I want to put the MD of Anglo-God Ashanti, his picture on the screen. Now, we are going to officially make sure that the MD of Anglo-God, who was part of this, yes, because the military officers are the question is, why they hire them? Were they working for free? Somebody hired them. Somebody was paying them. So when that person commits a crime, you, the person who hired them, is supposed to answer. Mr. S, get me the picture. I think we have it somewhere. The MD of Anglo-God Ashanti. We had the picture somewhere. I think the last time we were speaking, it came up. I have the picture. Mr. S, I have the picture. This man should be held accountable. And I'm so surprised to say, I say, Obian Peso Beka. I say, everybody is quiet. near Teha, and there were some people of Water River Authority. Omoko bie insuo ewo akosombo and the far Ghana for we were blaming those people who did that job. Why are we not blaming the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti? Why is this guy still at post? Why is this guy still there? We not making him understand to say you cannot lead the private company to murder Ghanaians. Let me tell you, when somebody encroaches on your property, in Ghana ranch, they say you have to shoot to kill. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Encroaching people's property is a crime. Now the question here is, crime committee, did it deserve them being murdered? These people were murdered. Crime now, committee, did it deserve military officers opening live guns on them? That is the question we're asking. Unless the MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti gave direct instructions to the military that when somebody crosses our territory, shoot to kill, then we will question him. Somebody needs to tell us something. We need to start asking the relevant questions. Who is taking responsibility for these murders? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti, he needs to step away. He needs to step away. Watch this video. This is one gentleman who was there when the issue happened.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, brother, kuna soldier for the shoot no. Oni jina ono. Na me aboa you're treating the fine. On the bullet in the kana. Oni jina ono. Nti nenu mu nsam kakra na ono ankasa eyewitness. Brother, I didn't see you now. Who can I didn't see e ba ne saying.
After say a bit ethic and crown. And yes, a fish or Musan, I say, sick kind of decoy, any cutter, and a cylinder, a jar, a ditra, a canter, and a truck and we, a truck and we, and a boy, surrender, a near opinion for me, dark force opinion for me. A boy, to Junior Catro, Musse, Pomacho, Monfonte. It's a Bonia is a canton try by Omofante, the pay anyway. It's a Jinawana, Omukrano Mupaya Chose, and Yabutre by Omukomendano, our only disagango, and no conchen or no poe call. Call me the so far the Minimidi or Kaim, Minimidi, a woman. It's Jinawana who say, I say, Ada gang eba. Ada gang eba ne car too. And the beti I say, omo bedu on your team be abime no an say omo start to shoot. In your noma. No kura no offer na me gina ne nche say na ono ka say me gina yi. O ka kire me wa wo so mo say me gina yi say adake o karfe ya kama ni. And the house ni so o ka say adake o karfe ya kama na o kire say gina yi dade atime. And dade na atime no etuo na aka no. And a media, Mr. Danina, Ampa, and a mu say two in ye, two on the Bawumia and the Pamia and see him. And yes, be a yena, ya do say, ya near a no more Kwaku Annan say no more Koye. After saying, you take Antano, say Boko to be seen in a poor watcher, say, it's wrong, ye de Bonia and say, yeah.
Pacho, Udili say,
a friend of the Razak Ibrahim.
And he about more hospital paying about Munching.
Oh, paying for the bowl, paying for the bowl.
This is what happened. AGA ewo a lot of land ewo boase. Land tibi wa omode fence afa. In Kanta na wakana to say mesh. And almost muchaye. And AGA knows this is not new. And I'm not here supporting illegality. But as the last result, and then they say also Mukunipa Ana, also Mukunipa 7. That's the question. They could have arrested them. They are military officers. They have been trained to do that. And then any question no. Inti Ghana na yete no. Right now, what say assembly senior military choir. The only option they have is to kill. Somebody needs to answer questions. And this AGA MD, AGAMD, he needs to answer questions. And I'll be happy. Dr. Solomon Owusu, he knows more about mining. Dr. Solomon Owusu, me am for Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. You know a lot about mining. Why haven't you spoken about the killings in Obuasi? Dr. Solomon Owusu, mining engineer Dr. Solomon Owusu. This guy is a very good friend. Why have you refused to speak? Because I know you are very vocal, and I respect you for that. You speak on illegal mining, activities that hampers or goes against the environment. You speak against illegal, small scale. You are very vocal. You have been very vocal. This particular incident, why have you refused to speak on this incident? Is it because this guy was your classmate and is your friend? Or there are other things, that's why you have decided not to speak on this matter? I want you to go on radio. I want you to go on TV. Speak on this matter. You have learned engineering more than I have learned. I don't even know anything about it. And I know when you learn about mining, you learn about security too. So you know how to protect mine, how it should be done. Why have you refused to speak on this? The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. I am praying that this incident ends CBM. But to prevent this incident from happening, the people who caused that problem, these military officers or publish anymore TV, so they need to be sacked and they need to face jail time. They have murdered Ghanaians. Mamika be binchro. Ebia Wajenia will say, as some they see and then one on a court, there's pain. I'm telling you. Every military officer in Obuasi, life is at stake. They are legitimate police officers. Their life, life is at stake. People are pained. You cannot open fire and kill 7 people and think, say, people will not react. And I don't want it to get to that level. It's something that I wish never happens. But if we decide not to take actions, then we are allowing people with such pain in their heart, to take some decisions. We cannot make it look like a normal day and walk away. No! Somebody needs to take responsibility. A man for money, a bomb to a guamo. Obi and my instructions, something needs to be done. Inti yang punish obia, yang you obiedi, yang jelu obia. So the next day, they'll go do the same thing again. I'm not going to be on my platform to defend any criminal act. I will never do it. But in Ghana, minim say, so ya Ghana ni na so obi bo krono kra na wan twitu ambo obi tuwa. So bo obi tuwa kwa yan twitu ambo ni tuwo. We know that is how the law etie ewo Ghana. Inti edien pa na nkofo we ye ya. Soja for who say etuo e be ku omo nkwa ne the only edien, the only option for them. Crime is bad. You are not supposed to encroach people's property. But we also, as humans, we cannot stop people from their actions. That does not mean that when people fault, we should, at the end of the day, go against the law. No. And jail. And I will never say obi encroach and now uncle we are Anglo Gold Ashanti Gold. I will never advise anybody to do that. But the military officers there, that is not how they are supposed to handle the issue. So we need justice in here. The MD of Anglo Gold Ashanti needs to be fired. Or we need to hear something from Anglo Gold Ashanti. Because till now, they have said nothing. The only thing that they said is that, their AGS school, AGS schools no close now. We don't need that. This guy needs to take responsibility. No, I don't care whether he was there or not. Somebody needs to take responsibility. This guy murdered those 7 gentlemen. He did. We are yet to hear that a military officer was murdered by these people they killed. Inti Anglo Gold Ashanti, this is a fight between my platform and your company. If nothing is done, we will make sure the world gets to know that Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine, Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine is not worth investing with. We will make the world know that your leaders in Obuasi leading the mine are murderers. You people just go to Obuasi, you build one toilet, you build one water, and then you murder the people for their money. We are not going to allow that. And I will not sit here and justify anybody trying to steal from Anglo Gold Ashanti. There are right channels to use to arrest people, and make sure they face the full rigors of the law. That is why there are laws governing this country. That is why when somebody goes against the law, we have to arrest them and send them to court to be jailed. You have the right to do that. Anglo God Ashanti mine from tomorrow. When I come, we need answers. Or else this gentleman's picture will be on my show every day and the world will get to know he led the murdering of 7 young people in Obuasi. He led the murdering.
Yo, waiting for when a reporter abeto yep no so Mikao says so when subscribe to channel area Bomodia say obe subscribe we say had the latest and hot news and abede bremo afi we are now like video and give us a thumbs up na afi share ma wo foforo so na when you be here na wo hu ensem a ekoso e wo Ghana memo also betimi achere wadwen afa aye ensem we nyina ho e wo comment box ni mo beti minka biom in my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.